Battlefield 2042 will not have a campaign. However, that doesn't mean that the game won't have a story, as DICE revealed during a preview event. In this video, we're going to break down the Exodus short film that is released now and take a look at how the narrative works. This game looks like it was crafted with the fans in mind, so I'm sure that there are a bunch of Easter eggs in the official trailer. Do me a solid and use your eagle eyes to spot what you can if you see anything neat and toss them in the comments. I've been having a blast thinking, eating, and dreaming about Battlefield 2042, and I'd love to do an Easter egg roundup later. For now though, let's talk story. The Exodus trailer story is going to hit real hard for those that enjoyed the campaign in Battlefield 4. A quick recap for those out of the loop. Irish and Pakowski were both members of your squad in Battlefield 4 who survived a lot together, like being taken hostage by the PLA and trying to break free from a sinking underwater vehicle in the opening section of the campaign.
That's an order! Don't you do it, Wrecker!
Save yourselves. Get out of here.
Get out of here! Man, you hear me? Shoot out the window or you all die!
Pakowski kind of fit the mold of being the younger brother of the team, so to speak, and I'm sure there are Battlefield 4 fans that were excited and interested in seeing his return in the 2042 story trailer. Some bad news on that front, but more on that later. The real shocker, however, is seeing Irish, and the reason for this is simple. At the end of Battlefield 4's campaign, your character Wrecker makes the decision to send one of two squad members on a ship to ensure that a C4 detonates. The understanding is that whoever you send will perish, and you can choose to send Irish as one of the options.
It's set, ready to go! Come on, Wrecker, push the button!
The boss could kill him!
God damn it! Tombstone! Blow that ship!
Seeing Irish in the new 2042 story trailer implies that canonically he was not sent down to the ship in Battlefield 4 and that he lived to fight another day. Both those characters are the focal point of the Exodus story trailer and are now on opposite sides of a larger brewing conflict between the US and Russia. Irish is a full-on no-pat. He must have left the United States and appears to be working with another mysterious no-pat character named Oz. In Irish's case, his motivations are crystal clear. Irish has a son, and he wants acceptance for the no-pats by these major nations and is facing literal life or death situations for his family. That's all the reason the man needs to take a stand for his personal values rather than serving a larger government without question. Whereas Irish wanted the no-pats to be seen and accepted by the major nations, Oz wants something similar but through radically different and more violent means. The no-pats basically are shown having ideological divides at times despite having similar goals. They fight for the same people, but their actions and approaches are different. Oz's grand plan seems to be to stay anonymous and operate from the shadows, and his objective is to tear down the old order for the no-pats by triggering a massive conflict. He intends to uncover US secrets that are bad enough to trigger Russia to engage in an all-out war, the actual name of the multiplayer mode. The idea is that if there's war, then the value of the no-pats rises, which coincides with Oz's desire for a new world where the no-pats aren't at risk of being forgotten and left to rot. Pak, on the other hand, is still in allegiance with the US, trying to keep American secrets, and even calls out Irish in the story trailer, calling him a traitor and demanding to know why Irish would become a no-pat.
Irish, you traitor. Ugh. How much did the no-pats pay you to fuck over your own country?
My loyalty is with the refugees on this boat. That includes you now.
Eventually though, Pak tragically sacrifices his life for Irish in the end in a very heavy scene, showing that their personal bond was stronger than their faction allegiance. So that's all fine and well for the high-level conflict going on in 2042, but what does that mean for you, the player? It all circles around no-pats and the specialists that you take control of. Every specialist has their own personality and motivations tying into the main story that looks like it will play out over seasons. The Exodus story trailer in this case sets up a fight over a downed satellite on the Doha Hourglass map. We're not quite sure if it'll be through community challenges, objectives, and LTM or what specifically. For story purposes though, the objectives of the no-pat soldier teams echo that of Irish and Oz respectively. Those fighting alongside Irish are motivated by preventing a larger war and keeping that information secret, and those fighting alongside Oz's ideology are there to unveil the truth and trigger the war. The specialists will also have backstories and won't be told exclusively through cutscenes. The story told so far can be found on EA's website under the Battlefield section titled Journey of the No-Pats. Now, this kind of storytelling is incredibly par for the course of live service style games. Destiny 2, Apex Legends, Overwatch, and even Warzone are all adopting this story style of letting the world shape the foundation and drive the plot forward. However, Battlefield's use of specialists has a direct comparison to Apex Legends champion backstories or Modern Warfare seasons by having specialists have feelings towards each other, some good and some very bad. These specialist backstories will show up and their interactions will occur when it's their turn to basically drive the story of the world forward. Now, with all of you caught up on how in-game storytelling will potentially work in Battlefield 2042, let's circle back for a minute and quickly talk about Irish. Irish is the nickname for Kimball Graves, and he's revealed to be another specialist. Remember, we've only learned a select handful of the specialist identities, and DICE has mentioned we should be getting 10 at launch with more throughout the seasons. Irish's role as a specialist is in the engineer class, and his ability is creating a fortification system. Irish can place defenses like a DCS deployable cover, which is a low barricade with a see-through top. You can crouch behind it for cover and stand up to return fire. He also has an APS-36 shoot-down sentinel, which can shoot down enemy explosive projectiles within proximity like grenades or rockets. All specialists also have an intrinsic trait, and Irish's trait is known as veteran. What this means is that Irish can tank a little bit with extra armor of his own, giving him another layer of defense. The small amount of body armor is equipped when he spawns and can be replenished whenever Irish collects dropped ammo packs from defeated foes. We've now seen so much from Battlefield 2042 and definitely dug our teeth into the extremely hyped and recently announced Battlefield Portal, which means Hazard Zone is all that's left? We haven't heard any word or details about Battlefield 2042's non-Battle Royale mode just yet, but only that it is supposed to be shown sometime before launch, which should be right around the corner. There's a current tech test actively going on right now for those signed up for EA's playtesting, and we also know that there is an upcoming open beta in September, so if you are excited about Battlefield 2042 and all the news coming in hot, let us know in the comments. Until next time.
Only one way to stop this war. That's to get in the middle of it. Put a call out to any notepad who will listen.
36 hours to door. Get ready to fight!